What's up, Rosé girls? Jessica Carroll here, and welcome back to our channel. I am so excited for today's interview because we are having Rosé with Lynette Ceneé.
Hey, that rhymes.
Cheers! We're having Rosé with Lynette Ceneé.
There you go. Hey, that could be a thing. I like it.
Thank you so much for joining us. Ladies out there, I hope that you grab your rosé and join in. She is entrepreneur, YouTube influencer, beauty expert, and just like ultimate boho chic babe.
Thank you.
She always is rocking a hat. I love it. So I do want to talk to you about trends, especially because Coachella, Stagecoach, summer is coming up.
It's true.
But first thing, I really want to dive deep because the Rosé Girls performed because we were rejected and basically dumped on national television in front of 9 million people. Something that not a lot of people get to go through, but it was really, joining forces that really helped us get through it. And I know that you and your husband are very open about challenges being married, and you have this viral video that came out. And so I'd love to just kind of dive deep and talk about how, people think that, oh, it's hard to be single. And then I just want to get married. And then when you're married, the challenges continue. Like there's always, you always have to compromise.
True.
So I'd love for you to just kind of share your challenges and how you guys overcome them.
Sure. How much time do you have? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
We might need some more rosé.
Yeah, right. I'm like, no, honestly, I mean, if you like learning, then marriage is for you. Because that's what my husband and I always say. It's constant learning every day, even though I've actually known my husband since I was 15 years old. I'm 31 now. So as you can see, it's been like longer that I haven't known him, right? Or it's been longer that I've known him than I haven't.
Yeah.
But the truth is that you're just learning, you're growing, especially in this city. We're two artists just kind of working on our careers. So we faced a lot of challenges even before marriage, just figuring out how to graft in, if marriage was for us. There was a time in my life, or even in his, where we didn't even know if we were going to do the marriage thing.
Really?
Even growing up in a very conservative Christian home, we just were like, I don't know. We're very unique people.
Yeah.
So, and that's why I think we work so well together.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, we've faced a lot of different things. I think this city is a tough one.
Yeah. Dating in LA in general and just keeping a relationship. I mean, it's Hollywood, celebrities, no one stays together. Or at least that's the perspective.
Well, and I saw Channing Tatum. And
I know.
I was like, no. They were like my favorite.
Oh, that movie Step Up, that was like.
I know. Well, they've been together forever. So my advice to everybody is this. The truth is, and I'm learning this more and more.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it really is not about you. It can't be. And so if you're approaching your relationship as trying to find what works for you and what's best for you, which I think is kind of what we're told. Self-love. Yes, self-love is wonderful.
Right.
That's where it begins. But if you can't serve that other person and love them in the way they receive it, it's never going to work.
Right.
So I see even that relationship, and I kind of went back to the drawing board, and I was like, man, why did they break up? And I was reading interviews of Channing Tatum, and he was saying, I couldn't balance work and family.
Yeah.
He has a child, and I think that's the thing, is that right now we're in a place in our, society where it's like more. Let's, the next best thing, what can we do? I mean, my husband does music. I do, the beauty lifestyle YouTube
what don't you
digital
do?
stuff. So I'm going, we're each like constantly firing on all cylinders. And
you guys are both doers.
We're both, kind of all over.
Yeah.
So how do you graft in as a unit and know when, is enough, or like when to pause or when to really serve one another? So I think that is, to me, the most crucial element of learning how to really serve, and not just, okay, I'm going to clean the house and cook. I mean, serving, because the 5 love languages.
I was just going to say that people always say it's really important to learn what their love language is.
Yes. Yeah.
So what is your love language and what is your husband's love language?
This is a great question. I would say that my love language is probably, it's interesting. It's more acts of service.
Okay.
So when there's things that help take stuff off my plate, that I just am like, thank God, like that. And he's more like words of affirmation. So to me, I'm reading that as, okay, there's a lot of talk happening here, but I would like to see the fruit of all of these things happening. And then his love language is actually words of affirmation. And then I am doing a lot of acts of service. So it's funny how you can cross, wires, and you're going, wait, I'm doing all these things. How are you not seeing the effort I'm putting in? So our first couple years of marriage, which we're about at 2.5 now.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.
That's good.
It was challenging.
Right.
We were not speaking the same language.
Did you guys live together before you got married?
We actually did.
Okay.
We lived together for, I would say 6 months before maybe.
And do you
So-
recommend that?
It depends.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, again, we're really, we're believers and stuff. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, LA is expensive. It's not that I'm promoting that, but there's just logistics that sometimes make it easier.
Right. And also, I think that it's important to know that you can live together kind of before
Yeah.
you completely tie the knot.
Yeah. So, I mean, I would say it depends.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Each to their own, right?
Exactly.
So what did you learn about yourself and what did you learn about your husband during these challenging times?
Ooh, okay. This is something I really like to talk about. I learned this last 2 years, which was a really hard lesson. I learned that I was placing my source for light in my husband, and he's just a man. And so I believe in God, and I believe that there's just something far greater. So I was really, even though I believe that,
Yeah.
you can say and all you want, but I really did put him in this place of like the source for light. And I was just so happy to be married. And I just put so much of my, needing light in my life and just positivity that when he was going through a season and he was off, then I was off. So my advice, and I talk about this a lot on different podcasts too, I'm going, guys, if you put your source for light in a person,
It's not going to.
it's never going to work.
Right.
And so I think that's where we're seeing a lot of marriages fail right now.
That's awesome. I love
Yeah.
that. I've
And it's
never
a
heard
hard
that.
lesson.
Yeah,
it's a really hard lesson.
Yeah.
But there's a book called Light is the New Black. I recommend it. It's really
Oh.
cool. It's not a Christian book. It's just a spiritual book. So it's like kind of hippy dippy, but I'm all about it.
Yeah.
It's really great.
What's it called again?
Light is the New Black.
Light is the New Black.
I recommend it to all my soul sisters. So you need to
Awesome.
read it.
All right,
It's
I'll
so
read
good.
it.
It's good.
And how did you guys initially meet?
We met, okay, well, now we're going to go there.
Okay. Yes, let's go there.
So we met, this is kind of a crazy story. So he was actually dating my best friend.
Oh.
in high school.
So you like broke the girl code kind of.
Well, we didn't date till many years later, but
Okay.
they were engaged. So they dated for 6 years. He went and studied abroad in Australia. He had proposed to her. Long story short, there was like unfaithfulness that happened and they didn't end up getting married. And then 7 years later, we
Okay.
kind of re-met. We went to the dog park and like, I was
the
like, is this
dog
a
park.
romantic thing? I thought you were just my buddy. But yeah, so that's how we met.
Oh, I love that. And do you promote dating apps for people that are single?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not? I think, my cousins got married meeting off of OkCupid.
Yeah.
And then I've had several friends meet, I've never really been on Tinder much, so I don't know how that would work. But I think I've even met, actually, here's a full circle
Wait,
for
tell
The
me.
Bachelor.
Yes.
Okay, I was on OkCupid, I think for maybe a week.
Okay.
I met a guy
Uh-huh.
named Jeremy Byrne
Yeah.
who married, and we dated for a little bit. Nothing happened.
Oh my gosh.
We go to like him and remind me his wife's name. I'm forgetting right now, but she was on The Bachelorette.
Yeah.
Or The Bachelor. Yeah.
What's her name?
Why am I forgetting?
Anyways.
Anyway,
Yeah.
he ended up marrying one of the girls
Yeah.
on The Bachelor. And we run into him all the time. So now, because nothing happened, there was nothing weird.
Right.
We became friends. And so my husband and I are friends with him and his Brit. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
fuck,
yeah.
Brit. Yeah.
Brett. Yeah. Oh my God. What a full circle. What a
So-
great story. So dating apps so you were on Cupid?
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I was on Bumble for like a hot second. Not my cup of tea.
Girl, you gotta let me hook you up. I know some really nice
Hey, hook a sister up,
I
girl.
know some guys.
So you and your husband do a lot of YouTube videos together.
Yes.
What would you say is like the number one, because I know on your personal channel, you have like over 400,000 subscribers.
Yes.
So what do you think was like the key thing that really took your YouTube channel to the next level to really grow that traffic?
There was a spike when I signed with Ipsy, so they have a
Yes.
large community. And
Yep.
We've chatted about this in the past. But Ipsy has just a really awesome community, and so I signed with them. I was at an MCN prior. That actually was Maker Studios. They got bought by Disney.
Yeah.
Long story. I moved from there to Ipsy, and so that's just been such a good fit for me. So that's when I saw a significant spike.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you are total boho chic, babe.
Thank
So what is the secret? First of all, where do you get your hats? Like,
Oh yeah.
for people that don't normally wear hats like myself, but kind of want to
Explore, yeah.
where should I go for a great hat?
Lack of color.
Okay.
These are great hats. They're an Australian-based brand. The Aussies have it all together, man.
Okay.
Their fashion is dope. So these hats are great, and they come in really small sizes. So I have a
small
Me too.
head.
Me too.
That's my.
I guess
and I
it's
feel
better
like
than big.
sometimes when you wear like a too big of a hat, and I go to hug someone,
And then it
the
tips
hat-
off,
yeah,
and
it's embarrassing,
and the wind and all
then
that.
my
No,
hat
this is
hair.
on here. So sometimes I have to like move it around, but lack of color.
Okay.
Brixton, they're pretty good,
Yeah.
but lack of color, I'm liking better.
Lack of color.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Now Coachella, Stagecoach are coming up.
Yes.
What do you think are going to be kind of big trends that we're going to be seeing?
I mean, so the whole, we were just having this conversation this morning. The whole desert vibe brings out so much good energy in people.
Yes.
Because you can just dress cooler. It's not obviously cold, so you can explore with a little bit more.
Mhm.
It stays the same. It's funny. I feel like the Coachella vibe, people say that I dress like Coachella. I'm like, y'all, I've been dressing like this way before. I'm from Tucson, Arizona. My mom was the boho princess. So I'm actually just like, I've always been that kind of
Right.
style. But I think, yeah, it's always very influenced by the bohemian kind of culture
Yeah.
and vibe, which is just good vibes, free spirit.
I love
you just
it.
can kind of like let your hair down, have like the messy waves, the fringe, the whole thing.
Yes, I love it. Cool. And are you going to be attending this year?
I'm actually not this year.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was gonna
not
say
this
we'd
year.
have to hang out and
I know.
do our little fringe dance.
Hey, but next year,
Okay.
I started singing with my husband, and this music is pretty much,
Oh.
we're creating our own genre.
Yes.
Instead of future bass, we're calling it desert bass because it's all
Desert bass. Okay, so tell us what's coming up for you, your
Yeah.
husband, everything.
great. Well, we are working on a series right now. It's kind of like okay, this is good. It's kind of like, this is my elevator pitch.
Okay, elevator pitch.
Think Newlyweds meets Maid and put them in a
Okay.
blender. So it's
Yeah.
basically a docu-reality series about our lives and exactly what we're talking about. The
Yeah.
struggles, the highs, the lows. We're not ones to shy away from being honest and vulnerable about some of the struggles. So it's kind of a behind the scenes of watching us. I'm in the beauty side of things. He's in the music space. And can our marriage hold up under pressure type of thing. And lots of collaborations with other influencers, music producers. And it's called Beauty and the Beat.
I love that
But
name.
This next episode, it was Beauty on the Beat.
Oh.
Because I made my first debut as a recording artist. So I was like, wait.
And when does this
is
come
fun.
out? I'm so excited to hear
It
it.
will be out later this week, actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we can expect it later this
yes.
week.
Oh my gosh, it's so fun. It's so
I'm
fun.
excited.
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna have babies?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
But just down the road a little bit.
I mean, I would be ready now. I would, meaning obviously 9 months from now.
Yeah.
I would be ready, honestly.
Now, one more question. So when you want to collaborate with brands, what is the best way to approach them without being too aggressive, but and asking for like rates or what their budget is?
Oh man, no, I would say I don't think it's aggressive at all. This
Okay.
business at this point, we're
Yeah.
going from babies real quickly to brands, but I'm down.
Babies to brands.
Yeah, we're gonna get it all in. No, honestly, it took me a while to understand this.
Yeah.
And really understanding because I love what I do. That asking for, I have a sales team, but truly, I'm my best salesperson.
Yeah.
And so I've realized that just being shameless and promoting yourself, there's a difference between arrogance and confidence.
Yeah.
But confidence is key. And so just going in, knowing your value, knowing this business content is king. So all of this, what you're doing and creating is so valuable to brands. And they know that.
Yeah.
We hold the keys. They don't. Like
Right.
they have like maybe the financing and like the product, but we are the ones that they're looking towards.
Right.
So digital influencers right now, good place to be.
Oh, girl.
Another
I love
cheers.
Music to my ears. I love
Good.
hearing that.
Good.
Awesome. Well, is there anything else that you want to share with us?
No, I mean, this was so much fun. I can't wait to just see how, the rest of the series goes.
Yeah.
I want to watch all these interviews now.
Yes. So if you could have Rosé with one person, who
Ooh,
would you want to have Rosé with?
that is, you know what? I'm going to say, Jesus Christ, that'd be dope.
That
That's
would be
If you
dope.
could turn my water to wine, I'd be like, hey, that would be fun.
Then the wine would be never ending.
I feel like that's the number one
That's the
answer. I feel
best.
like that'd be good.
Jesus
Again?
Christ. Well, thank you so much for joining. Cheers.
Cheers.
And thank you guys
Thank you so
all
much.
for watching. Where can they find you and how can they watch this new episode?
Oh, yes. So if you just look up Lynette Ceneé on anything, it will actually be on YouTube. It'll also be on Facebook. So Lynette Ceneé for everything across the board.
Awesome. Cheers. And thank you, Rosé Girls, for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Bye.